Now, Murph, let's look at some recent standout performances at the 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo. Certainly one of the top stories was this sprinter from Jamaica, Elaine Thompson-Herah, who went on to win the 100 and 200 meter sprints in back-to-back Olympics. There must be something down there in the Jamaican water, right, Murph?
Yeah, well, first Usain Bolt, right? Now Thompson-Herah, yeah.
Well, now leading up to these Olympics, Thompson-Herah would keep notes on her phone that she would read constantly. Things like, I will be the fastest woman alive. I will be the double Olympic champion. I am the greatest.
Sounds a little bit like another Olympic champion we talked about earlier in the show, Milt Campbell.
Exactly. She said, you write it down, you talk it, you say it, and naturally you will believe. And sure enough, she again won both events in Tokyo.
Yeah. Another athlete who shined at these Olympics was a swimmer from Australia named Emma McKeon. In fact, she would win 7 medals in Tokyo, which tied her for the most medals ever won by a female at a single games. And she knew her mental makeup would play a big role. Said Emma, quote, you can do the hardest training, and you might get there, and you might not perform how you wanted. Not because of lack of training, but maybe the pressure you're putting on yourself. That's a major part of being a resilient athlete. It's not just physical, it's mental.
Absolutely true, sir. But now I want to talk about another Olympian who was supposed to be one of the stories of the 2020 Olympics. And she would be, but not in the way anyone could have predicted.
Yeah, I think you're talking about Simone Biles.
Indeed, Simone Biles is the most decorated American gymnast in history. At the 2016 Olympics in Rio, she won individual gold medals in the all-around, the vault, and the floor, as well as a gold medal in the team competition. Now, aside from the Olympics, she was also a 5-time world all-around champion. So Biles is no stranger to both the physical and mental challenges of competing. Yet, at these games in Tokyo, Murph, something weird happened as she began her first event in the finals of the team competition.
Yeah, her first event was the vault, and she ran down the runway, hit the vault, sprung into the air, and then instead of doing her patented 2.5 twist, she only did a 1.5 twist and nearly fell on the landing. Biles knew right then that mentally she was not right.
Shockingly, she withdrew from the team competition. What was her reason? Well, Simone simply said that it was mental. She said, quote, it's honestly petrifying. Trying to do a skill but not having your mind and body in sync.
Yeah, she was simply being honest, and she received a lot of support from her teammates and other world-class athletes who understood the impact that pressure that these games can sometimes create.
And look, and I think in a way, she showed a different kind of courage by telling the truth and admitting that she had a mental health issue.
So the U.S. team went on without her, earning a silver medal in the team competition. And then in the individual competition, Simone sat out all the events until the final one, which was the balance beam. There, Simone battled her mental demons and placed third, earning a bronze medal.
And she later said, the bronze medal means more than all the golds I've won because I've been through so much the last week. It was very emotional.
Yeah, and I think her struggles, certainly during these Olympics, really brought into focus the mental strain on these athletes. And like you mentioned earlier, Wes, she had proven to be one of the greatest gymnasts in the world. So if these mental demons could happen to her, well, they could happen to anybody.
Indeed.